This is the morning weather update. This is for Friday, the 2nd of June. I'm James Spann. Again, Alabama's weather very calm today, despite the fact we have a tropical depression in the Gulf of Mexico. And over the next several days, showers will likely be rather scarce, but they'll be around. A lot to talk about with the tropical system, so let's go. Here's the upper air look, and again, it's a fairly weak flow here across the deep south. Again, there's an upper low that's in the Gulf of Mexico, and underneath that, a surface reflection that is a tropical depression. We'll talk much more about that in a moment. That was the radar composite about 5 o'clock, and we had a couple of very small showers over North Alabama. And then south of Apalachicola, you can see the rain shield with TD number 2. Temperatures are mostly in the 60s across the state this morning. 70 at Mobile and Dothan. We'll be up there in the upper 80s today. Some spots may be touching 90. It's going to feel much more like summer this weekend. Watch warning map across the country today. Some scattered flash flood watches. And a chance of severe storms today in parts of West Texas, where there is an enhanced risk of severe storms there. That's level 3 out of 5. A marginal risk up into parts of the Great Plains. Tomorrow, a marginal risk over parts of West Texas and East New Mexico. Day 3, Sunday, no severe storms expected across the country. Here's a look at rain across the United States for the next 7 days. And again, around here, just not a lot. And understand, yes, there's that risk of isolated showers on a daily basis. But again, many places will be dry each day. So let's talk about TD number 2. You know how things change. Yesterday morning at this time, the folks at NHC gave this a 20% chance of becoming a depression. They ramped it up to 50% at midday, 70% by afternoon, and then late in the day it was TD number 2. However, this thing is really struggling. It is very ill-defined, weak, being sheared, and probably will not become a tropical storm. There was some thought it might have a little window to become Tropical Storm Arlene this morning, but I just don't think that happens. And the steering currents will take this to the south. So listen, if you got a beach trip to Panama City or Destin, Gulf Shores, Orange Beach, Pensacola Beach, Navarre, Dauphin Island, no worries here. That is dropping to the south and will likely dissipate near the western tip of Cuba tomorrow night. And again, the only thing to mention for the central Gulf Coast, there is a moderate rip current danger today. And then that risk drops to low tomorrow and Sunday. Weather should be fine, lots of sun with just a few widely scattered storms. Very typical early June weather. So do not let that interfere with a beach trip. Bottom line is not much of a deal. And then the rest of the Atlantic Basin, very quiet. That is the 7-day outlook from from the National Hurricane Center, not the SPC. We have to get that mindset. We're shifting from the tornado season to the tropical season for us down here in the Deep South. Model fans, here's the GFS. This is the 06Z run, valid today at 4. And again, you can see the broad troughing over the eastern Gulf of Mexico. Down below that, a very weak 1,004 millibar low that represents the position of TD number 2. And for Alabama, upper 80s today. Some spots may be touching 90. Only isolated showers, partly to mostly sunny. This is the high-res HER model, valid this evening at 6 o'clock. And if you look really carefully, you'll see a few green specks on there, like the map has the measles. And, of course, the showers won't exactly be in those locations, but you can see, obviously, most places dry. And that's the idea for the weekend. This is tomorrow and this is Sunday. Any showers few and far between. Highs around 90 in many locations. Let's go to next week, and things just don't change. The synoptic large-scale pattern. That's Monday and Tuesday, showers widely scattered. Wednesday, Thursday, highs next week will be around 90 to start with. And I will say there's evidence of a weak surface front coming in here Thursday, and that might push highs back into the mid-80s by then. You can kind of see that boundary across the central counties of the state, and if by chance that happens, we could see lows getting down toward the low 60s toward the end of the week. This is a week from today, Friday, June the 9th. But this big trough in eastern Canada and the northeast United States. It'll be very cool for summer there. And a northwest flow aloft, and if this is right, it would be pretty pleasant toward the end of next week, with highs again back in the mid-80s and lows down in the low and mid-60s. Let's go out 10 days. This is Sunday, June 11th, and all the blue on that map, that means the height's below average, which is a good thing. You don't want to see one of these big, nasty upper highs unfolding early in the season. And again, evidence of a few widely scattered showers. But as you can see, there's just no sign of any big, major, widespread, high-impact precipitation event here out to 10 days. Rain coming off the European ensemble between now and the 17th of June. The mean between 1 and 2 inches. And temperatures, you can see highs around 90 for the weekend and early next week. But notice Thursday, the high dropping to 85 and lows dropping to 61 by Friday morning of next week. And this is for Birmingham. That means many places might be in the 50s toward the end of next week. We'll take that. And the latest 8 to 14-day guidance, this is for June 9th through June 15th. Temperatures here pretty close to average, if that works out. We love your pictures and videos. This was the moon last night, 91% illumination. And we got a full moon coming up this weekend. You know, I get a lot of sunset pictures with cows and fences and things. I've never seen a sunset picture with a piano before. All right, works for me. A lot of folks on the lake yesterday. All the water scenes looking awfully inviting. Taking off the back of somebody's boat right there. And what is this thing, a kayak? Whatever, nice day to be out. Go down to the beach. It was the sunset last night. And again, you'd never know there was a tropical depression south of there. The sunset was gorgeous. And again, the weather's going to be fine if you're beach bound. We're expecting mostly sunny days, fair nights, and yes, as always, there's a risk of a little pop-up shower storm from time to time for the Gulf Coast, but the weather looking very, very favorable. Hey, we have a book signing tomorrow in Athens, Alabama, Limestone County, Alabama's great Tennessee Valley. Will be at the High Plain Coffee Company right in the middle of downtown Athens on Jefferson Street between 10 and 2. And we have a ton of fun at these things. We'll have all the shirts and hats and, of course, all the books. It'll be personally signed, and we take a lot of pictures. Love to hear your weather stories. So if you're in North Alabama, Southern Tennessee, come see us. Athens, Alabama tomorrow, High Plain Coffee Company. 10 to 2. Notes on the blog, AlabamaWX.com. And, of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.